Welcome to Science. We are on pages 104 and 105. The heating curve of water. The variations in water's temperature when it changes state can be represented on a graph. When water absorbs heat, produces progressive changes in state, which can be represented on a graph called the heating curve. The representation of the heating curve for water that corresponds to a sample of water that receives a constant amount of heat. Line AB, ice absorbs heat, so its temperature rises. Line BC, fusion is produced. During this time, there is ice and water. The temperature remains constant. Line CD, at point C, fusion ends and the temperature of water rises. There is only water in liquid form. Line DE, the water starts to boil. During this time, there is liquid and vapor. The temperature remains constant. Line EF, at point E, vaporization ends and the temperature of the water rises. There is only water in vapor form. The cooling curve of water. The cooling curve of water represents the physical changes in water as heat is released or transferred. Representation of the cooling curve of water that corresponds to a sample of water that transfers a constant amount of heat. Line EAB. As the temperature of the vapor falls, the particles lose their kinetic energy and the vapor's volume contracts rapidly. Line BC. At this stage, the water is liquid and vapor. The temperature remains constant. Line CD. At this stage, the vapor has condensed. As the temperature decreases, the liquid releases heat until it has reached the temperature of solidification. Line DE. At this stage, solidification starts. Water can be in a liquid or solid form and the temperature remains constant. Line EF. At this stage, water can only be found as a solid, in other words, as ice.